welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the best and most productive baits in Bassmaster Fishing 2022. I want to start off by saying thanks to everybody who's been watching the videos. I know the last video we're almost to 900 views and have had a lot of likes and comments, so I appreciate everybody that's been watching, and keep liking the videos. And if there's anything that you want me to cover, make sure that you comment and let me know if you need any tips on anything, or if you want me to make a video on anything, and I'll try and get that out for you. So yeah, so today we're going to be looking at the best baits so far that I've seen in Bassmaster Fishing 2022. We'll start off with the rattle trap. A lot of the rattle traps have been good, but the color that's been producing the best for me is the Lake Fork Special color. I'm just throwing that on a no weight, obviously, just on a spinning rod, and just casting it out and letting it sink, and then slow retrieving it all the way back to the boat. It's a good bait to catch a lot of numbers, and you can occasionally get a big one every now and then. Alright, the next bait, this has definitely been my #1 producer. I think, a lot of people have been using this bait, but the Jinkolistic swim bait, it's a 6-inch swim bait, and it produces a lot of big bites. Most of the time, the smaller ones aren't going to bite this bait, and if there's big ones in the area, you're more than likely going to catch them, and the best way to catch them so far that I've seen is throwing this bait out, letting it sink, kind of reading your graph, seeing where the fish are sitting at in the water column, and letting it sink down to that depth, and then just reel it in for a couple seconds, let it fall, reel it in for a few more seconds, let it fall, and just repeat that all the way back to the boat, and just keep making casts. And if you're seeing big fish, at some point they're more than likely going to hit this. Another bait that's been doing well for me is this 7-inch trimmer shad swim bait. This I actually have set up on a drop shot. It's a big swim bait. I don't know why they like it on a drop shot, but it gets to the bottom faster, and a majority of the time, if you just let it sit on the bottom, I mean, they'll come over and eat it without you even reeling it back in or making any movements. But but if they don't, after a couple twitches, dragging it on the bottom, most of the time you're getting bit. It's something a little different, but it seems to work well. I mean, you can also throw this on a jig head and just slow retrieve all the way back to the boat. That's the slow retrieve is kind of a staple with all of these baits. I mean, it seems like the fish are really liking slow retrieves on pretty much all the venues here in this game. Here I've got another drop shot bait. It's just a little 4 or 5 inch little drop shot worm. This is the 48 from Missile Baits in brown and purple flash. I don't catch a whole lot of fish on this, but when I'm needing to throw something different in there at them when they aren't biting any other stuff, this has been producing a few bites for me. Now this bait, the Pad Crasher frog by Booyah in leopard frog color. This is one when I'm throwing all these other baits around and they're not biting any moving baits, they're not biting a drop shot, anything like that. They're suspended higher in the water column. I'll throw the frog over top of them and just put my retrieve on one and slow retrieve it all the way back to the boat. And most of the time I can catch fish doing that when they aren't biting anything else. Here I've got the Big T Fry Daddy. I'm throwing this on just a 1/4 ounce jig head. This bait is something that I use for more of the the pro challenges when I'm trying to catch other species other than bass. I mean, you can catch bass on this too. You'll catch a lot of small ones on it, and sometimes an occasional bigger one, but majority of the time it's smaller fish. But this has been a good bait for me to throw around and catch when you're doing those pro challenges and you're got to catch one of every species or something like that. You know, this catches the crappie, the bluegill, catfish, any of those other species other than bass seem to like this bait quite a bit. Lastly, we've got the Jerk Pro soft plastic jerk bait in watermelon seed color. The name here is a little off. It says watermelon red, but it should be watermelon seed. This is a bait that I haven't personally thrown very much, but I'm about to go use it on the St. Lawrence River. I feel like it could do some damage out there, but throwing on a 1/4 ounce jig head, and more than likely what I'm going to do is just your typical throw it out and stay retrieve back, or reel it in for a couple seconds, let it fall, reel it in for a couple seconds, let it fall, maybe a couple twitches here and there, but you know, nothing too fancy. I mean, it hasn't really seemed like you've had to do anything super special in order to catch these fish. It's usually when you can get on a big schools of them, they'll bite just about anything. You just gotta, but you know, sometimes you just have to cycle through your baits and see which one works.
Jeepers creepers, check out the peepers on that swamp donkey.
Well, thanks again for watching, everybody. Had a surprise catch there at the end. 14 pounds, 14 ounces, I believe is what it was. You know, we were just showing you guys the retrieves on these baits and showing them that they showing you that they produce fish, and just happened to get a good one on. So like I said, if you guys have anything that you want me to make a video on, just leave a comment. And if you could, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like the videos, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, see you guys on the next one. Thanks.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my head.